task management system is basically a management tool. What it allows us to do is it allows our workers to have a very tangible, at a glance view of what their workload looks like.
Somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500 eligibility staff or clerical staff within Orange County utilize the task management system.
TMS was a system that we developed taking our end user into consideration.
Their workload, their caseloads were increasing at such a fast rate that it was almost impossible for them to be able to process and service these increasing caseloads, and also be able to have contact with the client, with the customer.
We really needed to develop a tool for them to be able to prioritize their workload, better manage their workload in order to provide services to our customer.
We understood that we needed to create the call center where it would allow the customer to be able to call at any time during business hours and be able to contact an eligibility technician on the other end that could give them the status of their case, where we were at with our processes, and what was their eligibility primarily.
It started when obviously with the plan of having to implement a service center, and they have to use some kind of technology in addition to service center software.
So we had a need. We had growing caseloads, and we had limited resources. So, and we knew that we had to create room for expansion because the growth that we were seeing at the time was not it. We knew there was going to be more in the future. We were also getting ready for health reform.
Everybody actually went for a road trip to different counties because the other counties implemented service center ahead of time. We decided to actually implement and develop from the scratch to meet the business needs.
This particular county is very passionate about servicing our customers, servicing them timely, efficiently, and very cost effectively. That's why a lot of the things we do it internally, and that's why we accessed our own IT team to be able to develop TMS. It was a collaboration that took about a year to have TMS be created. We had a wonderful tech team that came together and listened to what we needed. All sorts of levels of staff got together and noted what the need was. We all had one vision in mind, was to service the customer, and from there everybody had an input.
Prior to the task management system coming to Orange County, we were a case-based. Our customers' cases were assigned to one individual who was responsible for monitoring or processing any tasks or changes to that particular case.
Our workers were accustomed to doing anything and everything by paper, but there was no management tool for the cases that we had, for the families that we needed to service. There was nothing that would allow us to know what came first, what came second.
With task management, now everyone's responsible for that particular case.
It gives us our priorities and it gives us our due dates, and it allows us to service the customer a lot quicker than before.
Not only does it allow our customer better access to different types of resources, but it also makes it easier for them to make contact with us.
More families were coming through the doors. They had a very specific concern, and that's that they were not being serviced in time. And the primary concern that they had was that their phone calls were not being returned.
Now they call the service center, so it's one number that they call, and they can utilize that number to access benefit information, to make changes to their case.
TMS and call center are very much one, because it's through TMS that our call agents are able to service our customers. They're able to let them know where we're at in our processes. Without TMS, call center would not function.
We're able to track mail, we're able to track tasks, we're able to track completion of tasks, therefore being able to assist the customers when they do call our service center. We're able to actually tell them, yes, we received your verifications, yes, we've processed your task.
And it also allows us as managers to be able to see any sort of training needs that may come from the dashboard as it breaks down. It allows us to see how fast we're processing, how many customers we're servicing a day, and it gives us a broader view of our dynamics in terms of population, in terms of client breakdown, who we're servicing first, who we're not.
I think we save a lot because we actually use our own resources when it comes to staff and also for the hardware and software.
This system has really enhanced the service for our internal customer, giving them a way to prioritize their workload and better manage their workload, and then in turn being able to process our work a little bit more efficiently.
The reason why this is successful is actually working closely with your business staff And communication is good, but also listening is good.
It's a very real collaboration. It built a framework that is really made for flexibility and growth. So it was very progressive in its outlook. And we're very proud of that product because it was very much a reflection of how we work together.
It has saved an immense amount of time and a lot of money, allowing us to really focus on what we should be doing, which is completing the task at hand in order to better serve our customer and the community.
Our customers that we're serving, their life has been turned upside down and they're in panic mode and they just want somebody to relate to them or let them know everything's going to be okay. And so I think the Service Center model really does that because we all can embrace them and help them. And really for a lot of the staff, that is our primary goal. That's really what we all came here to do. So the Service Center was just really huge in us being able to translate that to our customers.